So because of time restraints, I can't stay too long to make more videos of this particular place, but it's so beautiful as we start.
More sacred than unusually way. That's why in the last recent years, the new direction of Machu Picchu suggests that the place is very totally sacred place.
What year was Machu Picchu? What year was it like finished?
For 1450 they started the construction and they finished it in 1500.
And what was Cusco?
Cusco before.
Choqquequirao was at the same time as
Machu
Picchu?
Picchu. At the same time. Choqquequirao
So you could choose where you want to go, or you would go through all the temples, like do the Choqquequirao and then here as a pilgrim? Or?
Yeah, you can do it, but you need it 8 days.
No, I know, but I mean in the old days, they were like a pilgrim.
Yeah. Right here, Mr. Jose Bastante, he ordered to take many lands from different locations, and voila, here the plantation was white corn and yellow corn. And all the production that they produced here, it had been saved there, because there are the storage for saving.
They were only growing corn?
Corn, white corn and yellow corn. And the other products like potato, quinoa, or anything had been imported from all the organic production, it wasn't here. Also cocoa was coming from the place that was the happy jet cocoa. So, amigo, I think you need to go back. Ese se llama Yaxtapunco, o la puerta de lo sagrado para entrar a la zona urbana. Okay, the name of this door frame, gate frame, we call Yaxtapunco. Yaxta means sacred. Punku gate, sacred gate to have access to Machu Picchu. So when we're going to cross the door frame, you're going to see that the gate frame has directly connection with the mountain. Okay, so it's basically telling us that we are getting a sacred place.
You can't take a photo.
Of course, we know.
Right, it says.
No, this is in the peak season.
In what?
In the peak season. I mean, in the high season.
Okay, just keep people moving.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
so
now,
nice
no,
and
no,
quiet
no,
here.
Yeah, it's so quiet right now. Is it crazy in peak season? Is there people everywhere?
It's like a Babylon.
Wow.
Babylon,
Yeah.
the Tower of
This is so
Babylon,
intense.
the House of
Thousands of people.
That's what the nickname for Machu Picchu in the peak season.
So basically you're supposed to see the mountain peak as soon as you're entering this sacred place.
Yeah.
And the gate is also pretty. Have a look. So if the building is pretty, it means it's the time to stay.
More sacred. Where's the taking the rain? Get it quiet.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here guys, here. Have you seen the others? No, do you see the others?
I know.
I think they get down here. Yes. This way, guys.
This is the mountain?
Yeah. It's a natural rock.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a storage. This building that you see right now is a storage. Deposit for food. Deposit for food. Has first floor and second floor. It has many windows. These windows have been created to let pass the air to keep it fresh at night and at the day. So this is basically the freezer and the private rooms is right here, please. This way. The private rooms for visitors are located exactly here. All these rooms are. And look, chinchilla. You see?
No.
The
Ah,
rodent,
see.
the animal.
Oh yeah,
That's chinchilla. Doesn't scare. It doesn't scare.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
yeah. Oh wow.
it doesn't
Kind of looks like a
scare
rabbit.
Yeah.
because It's seeing people every day.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the rooms, and the private, probably kitchen or probably toilet or restaurant, supposed to be this one, because it has a hole, so to throw it, to flush it, any liquid element. Okay, so this is the normal rooms for visitors. The next one that we're going to get down are the special rooms for high class people, high class knowledge people. I mean, these are probably the followers, and down there at the other location, the people were so important, leaders in the future. Okay, so one of the constructions in Machu Picchu, which is very important, is this one. Okay, have a look. Some coca leaves. Okay, according to Peruvian restrictions in the archaeological sites, we cannot touch some important buildings because our hands has fungus. But some of the buildings didn't care the building because at the beginning they believed that this place is a simple wall. But then many priests, shaman priests, guys, which are Quechuas, I mean local natives guys, when arrived here to visit Machu Picchu, they realized that the place also here is sacred because it has an artificial platform. This artificial platform suggests that the place is also sacred. And this one has a direction with the sun. So that's why in this moment right now, the Latin American guys, well, the 6 countries in the Inca time that been, they normally throw some coca leaves. So basically Machu Picchu is working like an Inca style. So in the Inca style, the guys were coming, putting some coca, some anything there. Look, some of they also dig it, and they put some coin or some other offerings. Here, inside here, there is a black hole. We don't know exactly what is in it. We didn't do the archaeological research. In 5 years, we're gonna have permission to dig in and to find something in it. But it's with the scan, the Cracovia University realized that there is a hole with something in.
How did they move?
Yeah.
No, they didn't move it. They didn't move it. They just found a way like this.
No, but the Incas when they built this.
Yeah, it's the, you know ladders? Ladders,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, imagine a ladder on the ground and other ladder over this ladder, and over that ladder one rock tying with the ropes and with a wedge, sticks to push it in front, to push it in back. That's the way how the Incas could move huge rocks. Vincent Lee is an American architect that did the experimentation, and you can move easily a rocks of like this one. This
But
is
how did they lift it then? How did they get it up high?
No, this one up. It was on the superior part,
Oh, and
and they
drop
push it down. They
Okay.
drop it down. The Incas also being clever. So imagine you pushing out. Imagine one of you as a workers that you are weak
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you left it. You basically killed your
Clever.
friends, right? they did it as well. They did it because in some of territories of Peru, we found people into the ground that they basically being smashed. I mean, this one killed some people also. They died accidentally. You need to take a rest. So you get there and you take rest under the building to escape from the sun. I mean, it's a shade place. Machu Picchu never been finished. This construction, which is at the left side, never been finished. So they were building something here, and they probably were building up there something special. The design suggests that the place is a sacred place. This way, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're French.
This way.
They're in the sky.
Muchachos. This way, guys. Esto es lo que estás viendo, esto es en el otra.
Uh-huh.
Son habitaciones muy especiales para la gente de la clase real en la época de los incas.
Ah, okay.
A comparación de las otras habitaciones son muy pequeñas y muy simples, estas tienen un acabado mucho más hermoso.
Sí.
Sugiere entonces que este lugar era para la gente muy importante. Inclusive, miren, allá han hecho esa roca que está normal,
Ajá.
lo han escarbado, básicamente esa es una cama de piedra.
Okay. ¿Puedo entrar?
Claro, sí. These rooms are important rooms. So this is rooms for super real high class people. The first rooms that we saw, these rooms were for followers. These were for the
Ooh. The entire story behind this is so amazing.
the place was beautiful. One thing that you didn't know, the rooms, this one, up there, the rooms have plaster, like this one, over here. The sun is coming out from that direction, left in front. But now the sun is at the south, because this is, look, this my face is gonna be the planet, Earth planet, okay? Rainy season, this is up, okay? That's why, if you see, look, that's why the sun is coming out from the south. Dry season, the world, instead of to be like this, is like this. Okay, so this is superior, so that's why the sun is coming out through there. Okay, in the south part of the planet is the shortest day. For the Incas, it's like a January 1st, New Year. So the sun is coming out there, and when the sun projects the light and the light passes through the window, if you see the big rock, 75% is polished and 25% is not polished. In between the non-polished and polished, there is a line. That line, with the light of the sun, make a shadow or shade. Voila, 21st June. To know that this information is completely true, so that's why in the year of 1981, government of Peru invited 2 astronomers from NASA. The guys came here in 1981, that day, 21st June, it was foggy. So that's why they canceled the archaeological research. 1982, again foggy. 1983, again foggy. So 3 days before 1984, the guards of Machu Picchu said, amigo, make an offering to the temple and the nature will give you permission. And they did it. And 21st June 1984, the day was so clear. And the guys, they finally did the archaeological research. And it's completely true. That's why now we call the Temple of the Sun. Because some of the guys, they call the Temple of the Moon. Other guys, they call the Temple of the Three Windows. Other guys call the Temple of the Seven Constellation, blah, blah, blah.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
All this area is La Carrière. La Carrière, you know La Carrière, no? Carrière, La Carrière. The factory, the quarry.
Yeah, okay.
La Carrière. In French, it's La Carrière, no?
Carrière, yeah.
La Carrière. All this
Yeah,
area.
To take the stones.
Huh? We call granitic chaos. I mean, bunch of big rocks. Okay, so here we normally were taking the rocks as a normal one, pushing, pulling, and to put it there. And finally, they polish and make percussion. This is one of the axes. The other axis is on the corner. You see the 2 radio towers?
Yeah.
Other axis. The other axis is coming, and the other axis, which is very dangerous, is the Vigilo. You see Vigilo, right? The guide.
Yeah.
Down there, there is a way. Also behind there, other axis. That's the most dangerous. So that's why when the Americans came here, after when they arrived here, the other farmer was living down there, suggested to do this way. But the Highland Beacon said, no, it's too risky, very risky. So that's why we have to look for other way, which is the way that you build here. Crossing the bridge, exactly from the bridge, little bit right side. That is one of the first bridges that the American built to come here. That's why, to remind to him, to say scientific discover, the name of the path bus we call Hiram Bingham path bus. Then after the discovery in 1923, the way to come here, if the guys had been tired, it was by horse. Instead of to take the bus, you could ride a horse to the entrance. Then some cars, the Ford cars, the brand of Ford, no Ford, that one is the thing. Oh, Lisa. Qué lindo. Please put on your mask, please. Okay, this is the main plaza, the main square. The main square, all of this area, the second most important building. These are the temples of the three windows. That one is the temple for Machu Picchu. The building and the big rock, the rectangular rock, is looking Machu Picchu. That's why we call the temple of Machu Picchu. This we call the three windows because you see it, three windows. Exactly there, in the middle of this window, right side below the corner, the American found one signature, Lizárraga 1902. So before the American, there was other Peruvian farmer settler coming here and digging, making tomb raider. Okay? At the beginning, there is a book that says these are the first discoverer of Machu Picchu. Then the other archaeologists, they also call them tomb raider guys, because the man was coming here not for tourism, not for tourism, to look for gold and silver. That's why the man has big property and had a lot of money. Okay, and one of the signs or signature that this is an Inca's construction is this one. The 3 steps and the other 3 steps. When the sun comes out here, it's making other shadow 3 steps. This is the geometrical sign of the sun. It's also the sign of the terraces and the mountains. And one archaeologist suggests that this geometrical system sign is also the sign of Mother Earth, Pachamama. But it's in under anthropological investigation because if we want to say that, we need many documents, information. So you cannot say, hey, okay, blah, 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 because you think, no, you need documents, evidences, anthropological evidences, language evidences, linguistic evidences, many things. Okay, and also the cross, like them, you see? You have nice ago. One archaeologist arrived here, and he realized that this brick rock has 37 angles in total. This one, this one, and the other has 32. And the Incas also practiced symmetry or symmetry. 3 steps, which is the same one with the other 3 steps. Half of your face is the same one of the other half face. That is symmetry. So very clever construction. And also, in the recent years, this doorway has connection with the sunset. Which day? The day of the summer season, 21st December. The sun is exactly going down there, which has connection with this. Okay, so when we're going to be up there, you're going to see the angles. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Till here 8. And then when we'll be up there, you're going to see many angles. It also has some windows. And one of the secret, well, it's not anymore secret. This is the way. Okay, they have a stone, but how to push it? That's why here you put 2 wedges, 2 sticks, and you hold it. Then, with the help of other people, they push, and they finally fit. Then they use a hammer stone, and they come off. So at the end, when they're finished, it must be like this one, and that's why we have one mystery. But now, in the last years, we fixed this mystery because here evidences. Have a look. You see? Here, 1, 2 protuberance. So also here, so the Incas fit it, and they come up polish. Okay, this is one of the ways.
So, how many years after 50 years of building, and how long did it operate?
Basically, museum with us 32 years. Just over 32 years.
Why did they not?
Yeah, because when the Incas lost the power, The mountains. This rock shape is that mountain, you see, and this one is that one in front. You gotta be here. You gotta be here. You see now? You see? You see? And it has an artificial platform. It means that the place has been designed intentionally to live off this on there. That's why the mountains are sacred right now in this moment. Ahora, to know that this mountain is sacred, you see there in front a line under the mountain, below the cloud.
Yeah.
That's an Inca tree which is going to the top of the
Wow.
mountain. And that one has also, from the line to the right side, there is another Inca tree which goes to the top of this mountain. There, in this small mountain in front, the American, when he was exploring, he found one human burial there, a person. Age of this guy, 27 years old. The man died by accident. He broke his head, and they put it sitting down position like this, looking the sunrise. And the top of that mountain over there, on the top, there is an altar, like over here, like that pillar story. So two archaeological evidences that these mountains are sacred, plus this one. Ahora, anthropological, linguistic evidence. When the mountains are sacred, we call Apu. Apu, for example, Machu Picchu, Apu Huayna Picchu, Apu Yananting, and Apu Putucusi. When this Spanish gave this place as a free to this order.
Alright guys, so this has brought us to the official end of this Machu Picchu tour. It has been super amazing, super interesting, and I cannot help but recommend this tour to anybody who is traveling to South America. I mean, the first thing you would think about when you hear Peru is Machu Picchu, but although there are a lot more other things to see, this is definitely one of the things that you need to see. It's so amazing, it's so beautiful, the history is unique, and it's just simply amazing to see how these people knew astrology, geography, and all these interesting sciences during that time. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way out, so let's go. So this is making my way down the site itself, and what I must say, coming up this morning was so difficult because the air is so thin. We're 200 or 2,500 meters above sea level. It's very interesting. Hola. Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Ahí estamos.
Ah. And just like the guide said earlier on, these would have been rooms, and they would have adorned these rooms with gold or precious items in the little slots that you're seeing there. And these people would sleep on the floor. They would only have a blanket that they would have made from cotton or whatever material at the time, and simply lay on the floor and have a good night rest.